Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Leslie. If you're new here, then be sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss whenever I post, which is every Sunday. Now, without further ado, let's get into the video. So today I'm bringing to you my top 7 favorite shows on Netflix in 2021. So I'm gonna start with number 7. So my number 7 is Selena, the series. If you haven't seen this or if you don't know who Selena is, she was a Tex-Mex singer and she was killed. But basically the show takes you through like her life, and it's honestly super duper interesting, and it really puts things into perspective a lot. So I really like watching it, especially because I really love her music. So yeah, I would definitely recommend watching this show. Number 6 is Tiny Pretty Things. This one is about a ballet school, and basically a girl is pushed off a ceiling and she falls, and so she's like in a coma or whatever. And this new girl is gifted a scholarship to go there and basically replace the girl because the school wants to get good publicity after everything that happened. But it's really interesting because you're trying to figure out if they did really push her out, who did it, and then if they're trying to get the other girl as well and all this stuff. So it's very interesting. Anyways, moving on to number 5. So number 5, I have Julian the Phantoms. I recently started watching this show and it's super duper interesting. It's super funny. It's basically about this girl who lost her mom, and so after she lost her mom, she lost her desire to play music. But then she meets 3 ghosts who were in a band and they died, and now they're a band. So now it takes you through their journey as a band and stuff, and it's so interesting. And obviously there's like romance and stuff, so you know, everything that you need in like a teenage show. Okay, so moving on to my number 4, it is Selling Sunset. If you haven't seen this one, it's basically about this group of real estate agents that are just fighting to sell houses, but they're actually very wealthy, and there's a ton of drama between them and like in their lives. But yeah, if you're into those like gossip kind of shows that are like people fighting and backstabbing each other, then this is the show for you. Okay, number 3 is called Control C, and this show is super duper interesting. Basically focused on this high school. Basically there's this person who's just exposing everyone's secrets, and obviously everyone's trying to figure out who it is because you don't want your secret to be out next. So now moving on to number 2, I think. Number 2 is Cobra Kai. It's based basically on the original Karate Kid. The actual actors that played that movie are now in this movie, so obviously they're older. And so now it shows you like how one of them was very successful and stuff, and the other one's basically not successful, and then he decides to do something about it. And it's just very interesting because there's also like there's them old people, and then there's like the younger generation, so it's just very cool. And now finally we're gonna get to our number 1, which is Bridgerton. If you haven't heard about the show or watched it, what are you doing? No, I'm just kidding. But it has been very like talked about. Okay, so this show is set in like I could be mistaken, it's like in the 1500s, I think, somewhere around there. It's about like what women had to do every year trying to like get married, because that was basically the only thing that they were capable of doing in like the perspective of the people back then. So like all their lives they just prepared themselves to be wives and mothers and stuff like that. But the main thing, it's about this couple who they're not really a couple. They made just this arrangement that benefited the both of them. But yeah, it is a great show. So all of these are great shows in general. I definitely recommend watching all of them. Anyways, I hope you guys found this video helpful and that you found something to watch. If you did, then be sure to like this video and subscribe like this says right there. And I'll see you all next time.